It's good chat. Here we are. Sorry it took me a little minute to I forgot that I stream on, or I'm trying to like kind of dual stream, so like stream on Twitch and on YouTube. So forgot I like just totally forgot I had to set that up. So that's why it took me a minute. So excuse me. Um Let me make sure that I can see my chat, my shot, and then also let me go ahead and send the link to my Discord because that's very important. It's very important to do that. So I need to automate it, but I don't have it flipping automated, unfortunately. So I guess I could just send the link to, I don't know. Not sure. Let me mute the desktop audio, that way it doesn't play my stream really quick. Do that. Perfect. Do this. Hope everyone's doing good though. If anyone's in chat, let me know how you're doing today. What kind of coding you'll be doing? I'll be coding in C++. We're going to be making we're going to continue working on a project that I was doing personally like a while ago. I haven't touched this project in a while, but I recently got my hands on some decent game assets for it, because that was kind of the big thing. I didn't have any assets for it, but we're going to continue the project. It's a tactical RPG, and it will be using Raylib. I know that isn't like the most sophisticated for graphical way of doing things, but fuck it, you know what I'm saying? It's good, Apple. Actually, you didn't even say hello to me. Actually, you said hello to Snorlax, so Snorlax says hi back. Sorry, I'm just getting my my pings ready. All right, bet. All right, we are ready to go. We're ready to fuck some shit up. I'm glad that it shows both Twitch and YouTube chat, so that's good. All right, look at that little animation. Ooh, I'm fancy now. Holy shit. What's good? El Wafi? What's up, Plankton? Good to see you guys. Oh yeah, I totally forgot I did this. I like added like an overlay. If it doesn't look good, I'll change it back. All right. I just wanted to test it out. If you guys like it, cool. If not, cool. I can always go back to the original. So yeah, I haven't actually touched this project in a while. So a lot of what so like we're gonna start the stream by basically kind of going over it again. Wait, there we go. We gotta get some techno. We're gonna go over it basically kind of again. That way everyone's kind of caught up, and that way I'm caught up. I haven't touched this project in a while, so I need to kind of remember. And then, yeah, I'll kind of explain the idea as well. So I don't like the overlay much. You don't? Okay. No problem, brother. No problem. I can, let me do this real quick. I mean, thankfully it's pretty easy to fix. Bada bing, bada boom. Look at that. Yeah, if you guys don't, I just wanted to test it out. I don't know. I just wanted to see if I could cook or not. You know what I'm saying? So, is it C or C++? C++. It is C++. We will be using C++. My favorite language. Why use C++ and not Java, for example? Just curious because I am in a learning phase. Yeah, that's better. It was too small previously. Okay. I'll note that. Sorry about that, guys. I just wanted to test it out. To answer your question, Java, to be honest, I don't really use Java. I'll be honest. I mostly use C++. I mean, I learned it because it's kind of the most common language for game dev, so that's kind of the whole reason I learned it. I wanted to learn it in the first place, and now that's all I use. So, what kind of learning phase are you in? Are you like new? What's up, Night Owl? Good to see you. Java, are you serious? Bro thinks he's Notch. That's funny. There's some games coded in Java, obviously. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna kind of go over the code a little bit. Kind of, why would anyone use Java? Shit, I don't know. I'm not using Java, but I don't know. Everyone's got their little preference, you know what I'm saying? And bro said he was in a, or he said they were in a learning phase. So, you know what I'm saying? Sorry. I want you guys to hear my my Discord fucking my Discord shit. Okay. All right, yeah. So we're gonna kind of go back over this a little bit. I actually went pretty fucking in depth when I first started this project, and I just dropped it because I didn't have any game assets for it, and I was like, I can't draw for shit, so I kind of dropped it. I don't like C++, but Java is much worse. Damn, you guys really don't like Java that much. That's crazy. All right, so let's kind of break it down. So I think the first thing I did was I worked on the sprite system. Let me try to find it. Yeah, so I did all this just for animating the actual. This was like the first thing I did because I just got the or I wanted the character assets, but I had nothing to test these on. So we can maybe test these today. I don't really know because I genuinely wrote this and I have no idea if it's you know what I'm saying. I was also very new to Raylib at the time, so you know what I'm saying. Invest in Sprite. I have Sprite. I just still suck. Like, is this the project with Raylib? We have. I mean, I guess technically we have another project with Raylib. We have the 2D platformer. We're still working on that, but I've been really wanting to go back into this though because can I show you guys the assets? Is that possible? I don't know, like I like splurge, bro. Like I got fucking I got like $5 like game assets. I don't even know. What's the theme called? The theme for what? VS Code? Or VS Code, Visual Studio? Let me check for you. It is Honeypunk. Honeypunk. I don't know if I changed anything. I might have changed something. I don't know. But we'll see. But yeah, anyways, sprites are their own object, obviously. They have a 2D texture, frame width, height, an unordered map that points to the specific animation that it's supposed to be doing. So like idle animation would be different from walking, obviously, you know, all that kind of shit. Pointed to the current animation that it's currently running, the current frame, and the elapsed time. Excuse me, as well. So the elapsed time of, I think that's supposed to be, if I remember, it's not like time from the last frame. I think it's just the elapsed time for the animation in total, I think. I don't know. We might find out as we continue onward, but the theme is disgusting. You should use what? I'm out. Why do you use full purple VS? What do you mean? Honeypunk? Yeah, that's what it is, yeah. Why y'all dissing my theme? What the hell? Full purple VS? What are you talking about? Are you saying like why don't I use the original theme? Yes, then we have a constructor texture path. So that's supposed to point to the path that the texture actually lies in, which we have the assets here in an asset folder. I don't know if you guys can see it. But yeah, we have all the assets there in the file or in the folder. Destructor, add animation. So if we wanted to like add an animation to a, wait, are we adding animations to sprites? I guess. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. Maybe. I don't know. I sent the link to your DMs. SMH. Yeah, maybe later, bro. Maybe I can try. bruh. Cat. How do you even say cat puckin? What? It sounds wrong when I say it. I'm probably not saying it right. if I had to guess. Yeah, then play it. We have a restart boolean, so like if it's supposed to play again, then it just keeps looping. So maybe we should call that loop instead, but I feel like that's kind of ambiguous. So I guess I guess I named it restart. The name. Oh, is that the name of the animation? Is that what it is? Yeah. Okay, yeah, I assume so. Update function, obviously, and a draw function. Okay. Yeah, so that's the sprite. That was kind of the first thing I worked on. Cat Poochin. Think about cappuccino. Oh, okay. Okay. Or to use VS instead of VS Code if you aren't using any of the extra functionality. Eats more of your RAM. I'm just trying to get more familiar with it, gang. I don't know. Everyone said I should use Visual Studio, and I remember trying to like use a debugger in VS Code, and I was like really trying not to bash my head into the wall. So we're using Visual Studio now. So VS Code is good still. I still like it, but I think I'll only use it if I'm doing like I don't know, like the Atlas project. I'll probably still run that. Sorry, I had to put on my music. I'll probably still run that on Visual Studio Code. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, I didn't even know Visual Studio 2026 came out. Yeah. It's 2026 now. Yeah, is that theme 2022? Because if it's 2022, it'll look really weird. I tried using like some of the themes like the 2022 version, but it just looks awful. So as far as stats, oh, thanks Austin for denoting with the base stats. Yeah, so these are all the character stats. Let's kind of go over this really quickly. Yeah, so obviously we have a level. The level thing's going to be a little weird just based on kind of how I want to do it, but I'll kind of go over that here in a second. Max HP, current HP, max resource 50, current resource 50. We have the attack. So we have attack, defense, magic, resistance, speed, I believe, accuracy, and yeah, okay, evasion. Okay. Then we have a move range, so like a base move range, which 4 might be too generous. I mean, depending on the character. Like we might want to set that to some, I mean, then again, these I guess are more so just like initialization stuff. You try first. Holy crap. What, Plankton? What, are you talking about this file? Or are they all prefaced with N? Because it's they're ints. I don't know. I was trying to use a new notation when I did this. Which, I mean, I guess I can continue. I really had to go back there. It's so cursed. I kind of liked it. I don't know. I kind of fucked with it a little bit. I mean, I guess it's not as needed these days, but I don't know. Cause like I was using I was doing everything in like camel case. Like I was doing everything like I was writing JavaScript for the text-based RPG. So I was like, let me just try like a different notation. So move range offset. What the fuck is that for? Move range offset? Attack range offset. What is the offset for? Wait, what are these? What are all these offsets? Oh, so these are for like buffs and debuffs. That's what it's for. After this, will you learn Unreal Engine to build games or try to write your own game? I don't know. I really don't know. What do you guys recommend? Because I mean, I would love to learn like an actual engine at some point, but I don't know what engine I'd want to learn. I don't know like what I'd want to do. I don't know. So I'm kind of more so just, the reason I started doing stuff like this without using an engine is because I wanted to get better at C++. So I was like, fuck it, let me just go raw C++. But anyways, yeah, these are the stats. Okay, these offsets are for buffs and debuffs. So therefore, I mean, you do, but in my opinion, unless you are doing crazy low level void, pointer stuff, there's no need for it. It takes 6-7 years to write your own engine. Now we're continuing with Raylib. Raylib was goated. Continue with Raylib? Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna like convert right now. Like I'm talking like maybe like a future project or some shit. because that'd be kind of cool. Not seeing enough const expression. Shut up, bro. Yeah, so those are the stats. Obviously the functions. I mean, I guess we can go over this a little bit just so I kind of understand how they work. Yeah, because like the update function, not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure I had AI help me write this. I wasn't sure what to do. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I think I went back over it and like I denoted it with like comments, so that way I kind of understood it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure AI helped me out with these two functions. I'm pretty sure I did these obviously because they're like just the play and the add animation and shit, but like pretty sure I, you know, used a little bit of, you should convert it to, I don't know what the fuck that is, gang. I ain't gonna lie. All right. So load the texture. So we set the, okay, so obviously we set all these guys to this. Pointer, okay. So load texture path, C string. So we convert this to a C string and then we do load texture from the texture path. So we would pass in the, okay, destructor, unload the texture, yeah. Add animation, just in place that into the animations. Play function in Yahoo. Do most likely have. Yahooing is crazy. Yeah, what the fuck? I haven't Yahooed something since I was like 6 years old. You do most likely have internet. What are you talking about? It's Rust framework for making games. Oh, okay. Really? Okay, so it's actually pretty good. I can look into it. I've already been testing a little bit of stuff with Rust. Nothing too crazy yet, but you know. Okay, yeah. So play auto iterator if end return. So okay, get new animation from the second. Yeah, so it would be we'd reference the name from the animations map, unordered map, and reference the actual like second thing in the pair. And then if current animation is not the new animation, or if this is true, then we can set the current animation to the new animation and reset the frame and elapsed time. Okay. And I'm pretty sure we update these guys obviously in here. Yeah. Elapsed time. Time per frame. Wait, is there a reason we decrement that? I actually don't know. Raylib is dead simple though. I prefer Raylib first. Let's check. And since Raylib is C, you can use it with Zig, super easy. But would use Zig if you wants to use C++. That's an extra benefit. It might take a lot. Yeah, no, Raylib is kind of goated. I ain't gonna lie. I've been learning it, and it's pretty goated. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, so we got all that. If there is no current animation return, which should never really be the case, but I guess we added it just in case. Elapsed time. Oh, okay, so we do increment it. Okay, the delta time. Yeah, okay. Right. Get time needed to pass before next frame. Float time per frame equals 1. Float divided by current animation get FPS. Excuse me. Okay, yeah, so we do actually hold an FPS in the animation file. Interesting. Very good. Damn, I'm hungry as fuck. Jesus. See you and read on stream. I'm not reading shit on stream, bro. Where the fuck was I? Sprite. Right. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, this animation object has get FPS. collapse time is greater than or equal to time per frame, then that means that we should... This basically resets it, although there's a specific reason we didn't set it to 0, and I can't remember why. Because, I mean, the more, like, common sense thing is to set it to 0. So, like, basically, like, reset it. But, dog, it'll help you with your game, SMH. What, the Rust thing? I'm not using Rust for this fucking game, bro. Check if on last frame. Okay, so end frame count, static cast, current information, get frames, size. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, so we get the frame count and then we check. Okay. If current frame is greater than or equal to frame count, then we check if it's looping. If that is true, then we set the current frame back to 0 and then loop it again. If not looping, keep animation at last frame. Okay, that's fair. I feel like that might lead to like some weird like little like staticky kind of glitch. I don't know. Or like it might make the animation look a little weird. I don't know if that's actually gonna work, but I don't know. We can test it. Yeah, and then I literally don't think I wrote any of this function. I'm not even gonna lie. I may have put this here, but like that's about it. Current frame index. Current frames. Right, okay. Yes, we referenced the current frame. Int columns, texture width, texture. Oh, frame width, texture width. Frame X, columns, frame Y, columns, frame height. Okay. We create the rectangle. So that's yeah, because we need all this because it does take in 4 parameters, and then we actually draw the rectangle. Okay. All right. I mean that's pretty straightforward. I think. I don't think there's anything in character. Yeah, there's not much. I think these are old too. Like I don't think these match the current structure. Because I remember when I was doing this. What's up, IDK? Good to see you. Is it okay to use struct and classes in the same time? Yeah. I don't think there's a problem with it. It's not Rust. Struct is C and class is C++. What? Oh, okay. You guys are like talking about other stuff. No, it's better to subtract time per frame. Okay. Yeah, there was a reason I did it. I can't really remember why. Sorry, I'm a little behind on chat. Okay, yeah, you're just explaining. Okay. Yeah, this shit's old. So, oh, and to answer your question, I'm not reading the fucking article. I'm good, bro. To answer your question, IDK, this is actually a project that I kind of started on like a couple of months ago. It'll help you trust, brother. In a room, whatever. Walk in a room. Let me see. Hold on. Putting games in. Yeah, no, I'm good, bro. What is this, like a design pattern? I mean, I kind of already set out what design pattern I want to use, but thank you. All right, yeah, so this is kind of empty, obviously. And I don't even think these are the same thing that we need. Yeah, because what I was going to say is like, what I was going to say is that I started like, I wanted to start with the character because I had like the sprite thing kind of set up and I wanted to make the character. But then I got really deep into like the whole progression system and shit. Because the way that I want it to work is a little different from like classic leveling. Because the ideal, a couple of days ago actually, so no fucking way. That's crazy. Let's reinstall Fedora. Jesus, dude. Yeah, so the way that I want this might be better to actually draw. Yeah. It may not be good to actually draw it, but we're gonna try it out. Jesus. Perfect. Okay. Watch this really cool animation. Oh my god, that's so cool. Well, this is. I'm just gonna leave it like this for right now, just because it's the browser. You guys don't really see it too much. How do you actually remove your home directory? By like that, you did it. It's home directory. Yeah, so basically the way that I want it to work for the progression system. Oh, that's black. Hold on. Progression system. That's also spelled incorrectly, and this is way too small. Yeah, fuck it, that works. Yeah, so for the progression system, basically you have like, so the way that it works is like, it's not just like a basic ass like RPG. It's gonna be like we're just gonna ChatGPT open just in case he needs help from. Oh yeah, I'm using Figma in the big 2026, by the way. Shut the fuck up. I always got ChatGPT open, bro. What you talking about? Yeah, so the way that the game is actually really gonna work is that basically you don't create characters. You don't like by the way. You don't like create like unhelpful. Hey guys. Hey, chill out, man. Yeah, so jeez, I can't get my fucking point across. Yeah, so basically what I want to do is like the user like can collect like certain like heroes or like characters or whatever the fuck, and there's gonna be like a rarity system too. So like there's gonna be like you can collect. It's kind of like collecting cards. It's kind of like collecting cards, or like, you know, certain like things with like rarities, I guess. So you can collect like I forgot what's up, Snorlax. Thank you for saying hi to Snorlax. Yeah, we got him right here from now on, so he's nice and close. But yeah, the characters can have like a rarity, so like common. In fact, I can show you guys the rarity kind of list. It's very simple. It just says like common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary, like that kind of shit. And basically all that that's really gonna do is just determine how they progress, or how the characters like level up, basically, as well as probably like a starting stat too. We might do that as well, but yeah, basically, so you'll have like a character, right, and they have like a specific rarity. And the way that I want the progression system to work is like there's going to be like a menu to assign like level up points or some shit to like specific stats, right? So let's say I wanted something for like the attack stat, right? Something for the attack stat, and you can just like use whatever like level up points you have towards the attack stat for that specific character. This is called something. I can't really remember what it was. I don't know. Anyone in chat remember what it's called? But yeah, you can like upgrade defense. You can upgrade. You can even upgrade like the move range. Although that's going to be kind of capped. Like it's going to, because we don't want them like moving too much, like fucking crazy. You know what I mean? And we can also do like attack range, you know, shit like that. And basically the way that it's going to work is also whenever they do level up one of these specific areas, it takes more skill points to like do the next one. So I don't understand. Draw more boxes, please. Shut the fuck up. Have you made the structure for the system? I'd like to see it. Yeah. Well, I'm kind of still working on the progression system, but just realized AI took over your thumbnail. We are cooked. Wait, what? What are you talking about? Oh, are you talking about my current thumbnail? I thought it looked fucking sick. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, bro, that looks so hard. I was looking for a thumbnail that would get eyes. What, did it get changed? Oh no, it didn't get changed. That's fine. I have the concepts of a plan. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, so basically whenever they like, so if they like upgrade the attack stat to, I don't know, fucking 1 to 2, then it'll probably take more level up points or more like skill points or whatever to upgrade the next one. And this will also be kind of a variable as well, because for instance, move range, if they upgrade move range, we're probably going to have the like distribution, like the sample deviation, like the deviation between the fucking you know, skill points needed be a little bigger. So it's going to be like you need 1 skill point to upgrade it first, and then you need like 10 for the next, because move range isn't, it's going to be capped out pretty low. Like it's not going to be, you know what I mean, like it's not going to be like super Red Dark Souls, you're programming at this point, bruh. Isn't there a rectangle tool in Illustrator? Is there actually? I have no idea. Let me check that really quick, because I've been doing shit the hard way. Ah, yeah, there is. Sorry, I haven't like really done much with this shit. So, oh, that's the wrong scene. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay. What was I about to show? Oh, right. We have a progression database, or is it class database? Yeah, class database. This is probably the worst way to do this, but this is how I decided to do it. I don't actually know if this is a good way to do it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Whereby it's a bunch. It's a really good game, but can't be bothered with the attribute progression of that game. Do you guys not like games like this, like where you can do like attribute progression and shit? I really, because I like what I was trying to do is I really want to make a game that has like some replayability. So, no, brother, this is all I know how to do. This is all I know how to do, is make shit like this. Although this is also wrong. Yeah, I just realized I made a. Did I do that for everything? Oh, I did. Jesus. Yeah, this probably isn't the best way to do it, but I don't really give a fuck. Because this is on, I don't know. Year versus 2026 is so bright. Visual Studio, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, I couldn't find the fucking download for 2022, I swear to God. So, I had no choice but to get 2026. No, this is fine. I was just curious. I thought, eugenics might be some inspiration. No, I mean, I've seen some games that do like tactical RPG stuff as well, but right, yeah. Basically O2, yeah, basically that. Yeah, but I would have done an enum of all the types in an outward map type data that returns the correct data. I mean, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just decided to do this because I guess it gave me like a good, clear, like, okay, these are like the stats I want for each class. Which, I mean, we can go over, but what'd you say? The depreciated versus classic Microsoft. Or the deprecated, sorry. I can't read. But yeah, anyways. Yeah, I had no choice but to download 2026. I didn't want to. Okay, I was looking for the 2022 download, but you know, yeah, you could always avoid, if you can, could use a flat array to index it. I mean, if it works, it works. That's all that matters. But this is an eyesore. Yeah, I'm sorry, Plankton. You know, okay, I did buy a book, very classic book, that because I think the thing for me that's really difficult is that there's obviously better ways to do stuff like this, but like I just don't know the certain methods in which we could do that. So I actually bought a book that I bought 2 books actually. One is the 4th edition. It's not the Rust book. One is the 4th edition of C++. So from the actual creator himself. I can't pronounce his name, but yeah, the 4th edition of that book. So I can kind of be able to reference shit and be able to kind of learn some new stuff about C++, which is the language that I use the most at this point. And then I also bought a designs patterns book. So I bought both of those because I was like, I feel like those 2 would benefit a lot of my projects substantially. So, but I'm really excited for that C++ book to get here. That one was also the most expensive one. But I had some money saved up, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just I'll ball out really quick. Yeah, I bought this one. Let me just make sure that my address isn't anywhere on the screen. Okay, there is one thing that points to my address. Whatever, it's the C++ programming language, 4th edition. There you go. So, yeah, him. Bjorn Strawshrub, I have no idea. That one is great. Eric Gama book. What, for the design patterns? What is the design patterns book that I bought? Or who is the author of that? It's a pretty well-known one. I'm pretty sure. I just typed that in wrong. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Erich? Dude, I can't pronounce shit. Gamma? Yeah. Very classic book. So I bought like 2 very cool, very good books. So I could like actually kind of reference some stuff, you know, kind of read some more about some different ideas and shit like that. So that way I don't have to do shit like this all the time. Because I just, you know, I don't yet have enough architectural ability yet. So there's no honeypunk for NeoVim, so I just made an LLM generate. Looks nice. Hell yeah, that's dope. You use NeoVim? Fuck. So you're better than me. Yeah, it's a great book. I read it last year. Yeah, no, I actually can't wait till it gets here. Because I saw one YouTuber who like, he made like a series of like the different design patterns, and I thought about just like watching that, but I don't know. I mean, I really wanted to get some in-depth stuff. Yeah, I hope so, Plankton. I hope so. Because I'm trying not to do this shit all the time, like for my projects. So, because you're right, it is kind of an eyesore. But yeah, I need to actually go through this. And fix some of these syntactical errors. Because right now what we're doing, like for instance, I have it like this, where this one just won't be set. So I guess I just forgot, you know. But yeah, I realized that I need to get better at design patterns, and I want to kind of, oh shit, that's definitely, do not set that to fucking 170. Jesus Christ. Whoa, what the fuck? What did I just do? Oh, okay, cool, that's fine. Yeah, just like control alt. Yeah, but we have like a database that just kind of gets the data for a class. Do I have like a simple list out there somewhere? Okay, cool. Yeah, so these are the class types, if you guys wanted to see that as well. Treasury and decorate patterns are great. Just have to keep 2 versions, for example. Yeah, you'll finally stop doing this eyesore. Yeah, no, I'm excited, Plankton. I'm excited. Is it not in the book to initialize your numbers with? I don't know. I don't have the fucking book yet, dude. I just bought it. I just bought it from Amazon. So it may be there, it may not. And I do know that usually you can initialize stuff with that. But I also wrote this like a couple of months ago, probably before I did that. So these are the classes that we have, guys. Vanguard, Knight, Duelist. We have a Ranger and a Sharpshooter. The Ranger is supposed to be a little bit more agile, while the Sharpshooter is supposed to be more so of like a marksman kind of thing. Bandit, Shadowblade. I don't even know what the fuck Shadowblade is. I just thought it sounded sick. We have a Light Sorcerer, a Dark Sorcerer, a Sage, and a Necromancer. So that's those are the classes. We can add some too if you guys have any recommendations, but that does nothing. Doesn't it initialize it to default values? I thought. All right, yeah. So I have to go through this again, and you guys can look at the stats if you guys want to, like for each. Some numbers may be right, some might be not good. I don't really know. Kind of for gore, so. Jesus, I can't type shit. I need to move my keyboard over here or some shit. I got Snorlax in my way. Damn, I keep doing that shit. I'm gonna fuck something up. Yeah, I did it up here too. Jesus. Okay. 40, 95, 35. Bada bing, bada boom. 45. Okay. Just trying to really lock in, make sure I don't fuck it up. Oh, it's like hard to fuck it up, but still. Where's the rust? What? What are you talking about? We are not using rust. I don't know what that is. 95, 110. Jesus. We gave him that much resource. I mean, I guess it makes kind of some sense. I mean, maybe. How much did we give the archers? I give them like 35. What the fuck? Nah, I think they need more than that. Cause I mean, if we're, I mean, I get it. It's a, they're like a magic person or whatever the fuck. But it's like, am I tripping or is that just like a little too insane? I mean, the resource, I'm doing the resources, like the mana, stamina, whatever, the same way that I did it in my text RPG, more than likely, so. Yes, for class suggestions. Oh, that's a class? Like a character class? I have no idea what that is, dog. Never heard of that in my life. Yeah, because I'm doing it the same way that I'm doing it like I did in my text RPG, where the resource is essentially the same no matter what you are. It's just the name changes depending on what class you are. So like it would be called mana for like a sorcerer and a sage and all that, but it'd be called like stamina or like energy or whatever the fuck. I don't know. Maybe we just call them like something else that would be a little bit more like general, or I don't know, something that we can use kind of globally. But that seems kind of insane. Okay, 35 is kind of insane. I feel like this guy at least needs 50. Because otherwise the sharpshooter just sucks. I mean, I know they have a much larger attack range. In fact, we should probably keep that at like 5 or something, or 6. I don't know. 6 might be too OP, I ain't gonna lie. But, I don't know. Yeah, that's fine. Are you excited for that just came out, or what? Of Rust. Didn't even know it came out, dog. Didn't even know it came out. Oh fuck, I just opened up the debugger, didn't I? Yeah, I actually just opened up the debugger. My fault, gang. Okay, it's trying to build it right now. Will it even build? Okay, was able to, yeah, okay, one failed. I figured it would fail. There's still a lot that we haven't done. You see the rest of the progression system? Yeah, I got you. Yeah, let me just finish doing this real quick. I got you. Yeah, the progression system was really the thing I was kind of locked in on when I stopped doing it, or when I stopped working on this. So that's going to be probably where we pick up off of, or, you know, zoom at, because I'm pretty sure I was still working on that. So we have progression model. So let me kind of go over this. This I do remember a little bit about what I was doing. And these are just random ass values. They can obviously change. We'll probably set them to like 99 or something, not actually 999. Shout out Juice. Yeah, so these are like stat caps. So the cap for the actual stat. Although I feel like the progression model, doesn't it change based on the character? Actually, I have no idea. So we have max HP. Obviously, we have all the stats here. Okay. Cost tier. So the way that I wanted it to work is that basically there's a max amount of tiers. So amounts of a max amount of upgrades that you could do to a certain stat. And those are all calculated, like the cost of those upgrades are calculated using some kind of tier system. So the highest stat value in cost, and then we use a cost rule function, or cost rule struct. Why is that a struct? I get why this is a struct, but let me go over this and maybe I'll understand it. I don't know. Oh, because we're using... Okay, so... But where do we define... Or where do we, like, create that? I don't know, I'm confused. Maybe cost rule goes into... like a character? I would assume that's the case. Cost... Or maybe... Maybe the progression model? Okay, yeah, the progression model I think goes into some... Okay, yeah, right. That I guess makes sense. So cost rule stat increase per unit. So that's just like how many skill points or whatever the fuck. We set that to 1. I think that's what that does. We have an array of cost tiers with the... This is obviously just kind of a hard-coded value. Although, it's kind of stupid. I mean, because it might change depending on the character. Like, I mean, maybe. I don't know. It may not need to actually change depending on the character. That might actually be stupid. I think maybe we'll probably end up having it like at 10 or some shit. But anyways, yeah. An array of tiers. Tier count equals 0. Just initialize that. So we have a function spend cost get cost for current stat. We pass in the current stat, which is referenced not here. Wait, where's that referenced from? High stat value. Current stat. What does current stat represent? I'm assuming the current stat is like the current like actual value of the stat. Shouldn't higher stat value size t? You might be right because we're working with like arrays and shit. High stat value. Well, no, highest what for highest stat value? Is that what you said? No, I don't think so. Because, I mean, we're not comparing it to, like, the size of an array. I don't think that would make any sense. It's quite complicated. The maximum stats should all be compile time constants instead. Say the same across characters. The maximum stats? Like, what, the stat cap? Like, the caps set on the stats? I can't speak. This feels like a tongue twister right now. Is that kind of like what you're referring to? But anyways, yeah, so we go through the different tiers. Wait, spend cost. Where are we getting spend cost from? Wait, where the fuck did spend cost come from? Oh, it's from here. Stat spend. I don't even remember making this. Stat type. Spend cost points per unit. So how many points it costs to go, and then the stat increase per unit. I guess that does make sense. Huh. The number should never be negative if value is no to change, or not to change. During the program, you can and very much should make it a compile time constant, or to use ints everywhere. I like ints. I don't know. So I should make it a constant, I guess. Well, I can't remember if I wanted it to be different depending on the character, which is why I think I set it up like this, although I don't see how that makes sense. Because this does seem kind of insane. Hold on, just let me cost for current stat, We go through the tiers, we find the actual current stat. If current stat is less than or equal to the highest stat value, then we return. Do I just not remember how the fuck I did this? I should have wrote like comments or some shit. Jesus. confusing myself here. Then we return. So this is what we would actually return, the spin cost. Cost per unit and a stat increase per unit, which is this. Wait. Oh, okay, stat increase per unit. And then, wait, so the progression model, where would the progression model live? I think I meant for that to live in, was it in class or character? Jesus. I don't remember. I feel like the progression model could probably be pretty constant, actually. Hold on. Construction exists exactly for that. Size T, max, attack. Rather, we'll just copy and paste the value where it's used instead. I forgot. This key guarantees that the variable will not be retained and take place in memory for nothing, since was computers for what you taught them, which is probably why the language is so complicated. So you're saying it for up here, right? Hold on, not for this. Like for this? Is that what you're referring to? If you read the article I sent, you'd understand better. I doubt it. Or are you referring like this whole system should just be constant at compile time, which I guess maybe does make more sense. Like I don't see why it would need to change depending on the character. I think maybe I wanted it to like, here, let me just set these to const expression really quick. Fuck, what's the keybind for it? I don't want to press something up. Hold on. What's the keybind for it? Is it Control D? I'm pretty sure it's Alt Shift period, I think. Sorry, I don't remember. Alt Shift. Nope, that's the Windows button. Alt Shift period. Perfect. Let's go. All right, bet. So it'd be a const expression size T. All of those would be size T. How did you fail your build? Because I don't have the character class defined, dude. They could just be global variables. Global variables are safe if they're constant. A struct per se. You could make a namespace or something, just make them global. Yeah, I guess maybe that would make more sense. I don't know why I set it up like this. I don't know. All I know is structs and fucking classes, I guess. Jesus. I'm not sure. For loops. Oh, okay, yeah, it doesn't need to be size T. Oh, so I guess technically it could just be const. Wait, did I forget how this works? I definitely forgot how it works. Hold on. Oh, okay, that's why. All right, well then we can just get rid of the fucking structs. Make them global, like you said. In that case. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It needs to be a global scope, I think. Gotcha. All right, we can do that then. So if I do it like that, it'll work. Yeah, okay. Probably change these to the actual values before I forget about it later on. I feel like the max HP I'd want is probably like 99. Maybe like 100. I don't know, should I like go into like the thousands? And like, maybe we do that actually. Well, max resource probably shouldn't be in thousands. Maybe like 500 for that shit. I don't know. And I mean, these can be changed later on. You know what I mean? Attack. Just fuck it. Just do RuneScape shit here. These can stay the same though. The 9. That would make more sense to keep that as is. I'm bored. Can you play some music? There is music, bro. If you can restruct, I don't know. That would be stupid. Nah, we can just get rid of the structs, bro. I don't know. I remember working on this, and I don't want to like delete it because I feel like there was a reason I fucking did this. We don't even use stack apps here, do we? Yeah, we don't. So there's like no reason for that to even be here. But I feel like it would be... No way, but we do need this function, don't we? Or, sorry, we do need this function, don't we? Maybe we don't need cost rule, but then again, we did cost rule here for the... Oh yeah, attack range is the last stat in the array. So we do that +1. Okay, that makes sense. You should rename some of those constants so it makes more sense without a struct. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Back at 10. Alright, Plankton. I'll try to not fuck up. That one guy's probably too scared to debate me. He hasn't asked me yet. Oh, he probably doesn't even remember that shit, dude. I'd be shocked if he remembered any of that. Okay, yeah. So I feel like these are still valid. I just don't really remember my logic behind this. Sound creeps per unit. Cost here 1. We could set it to... Because technically if the... No, I feel like the cost rule though, that might actually be kind of interesting now that I think about it, because what's gonna happen is, shit, we might just have to like write like a totally separate thing for this, because I don't really understand that. Wait, but cost rule. Wait, are the cost rules assigned to, what are they assigned to? Cost rule for, what fucking array is this? Cost rules. An array of cost rules. And then we end up returning spend cost. Wait, what? Get spend cost. Get cost for current stat. Current stat. Oh, for like the current. Okay, so that makes sense. Get cost for current stat. Wait, but doesn't this return a... Oh, okay. No, I see what we're doing. It's like, what? I thought we were like returning like a pair here. Okay, no, that's just not the case. You can't say that about him. SMH. What? What did I even say, bro? Last time. Yeah, okay. I think I kind of understand what this is. get spin cost. We put in the stat type specifically. Current stat. Cost roll. I mean, we can still rock with this, I guess. I mean, I'm pretty sure this does work. I just still don't really understand it. So it's a for loop that goes through the different tiers. This array of tiers. But I'm a little concerned about this being hard-coded. Tier count, okay. Size less than tier count. What? So it's just gonna be 0. What? What the fuck is this shit? I'm lost as hell. I might as well just start over. Jesus Christ. Key fix layer ints, that should be obviously unsigned. It's giving no motion. Jesus. Yeah, I can do that here in a sec. Oh, I got motion. I got motion, by the way. It's comparing current stat with highest stat value, which feels off. It's like it's comparing the type of stat with the value of the stat. Wait, so highest value stat. Wait, highest stat value. Jesus Christ. I don't even know what the fuck this is. I might just rewrite this whole fucking thing. Jesus, I don't even know what I was doing. I don't even remember doing this shit. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it worked differently too. Oh my god. Man, fuck this shit. Making this too complicated? I guess, dude. Why is it in as struct? I don't remember, dude. In a minute. I'm trying to be a data scientist so bad. Alright, dude. Yeah, we can just rewrite this. I don't even know what the fuck I was thinking. Because, I mean, if I just wanted to increase the specific, like, amount of skill points that would be needed to increase the, you know, the actual stat, then I don't feel like it needs to be different for anyone. I don't feel like it needs to be... I feel like it can just be its own thing. Like, I feel like it can just be, like, simply... You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I feel like it could just simply be hard-coded as, like... Yeah, I think so. I don't know, dude. And we could probably just put that, like, in the character class, too, like, whenever we do that. We could just be like, okay, get current stat tier, which, I mean, the whole tier thing, I think, was decent. So that way we can see, like, okay, how many skill points have they spent on it? Or I guess maybe we can, like, store that somewhere. I have no idea. No fucking clue. I'm gonna leave this here. We might revisit it. I have no idea, dude. Anything I forgot to go over? I think I have a general understanding of how everything works. It's a giant ass fucking switch case statement. Static comments, class data, return data. Yeah, so this actually just returns it. Like, what's needed. What's even returned? Class data? Class data would be the class type and the character stats, so the base stats. So it'd be like class type and the stats, character stats. Sure, fuck it, that works. You try it. This theme hurts my eyes. No, bro, I like this theme. What do you mean? I fuck with this theme. It's tough. In my opinion, it's tough. I'm fucking with it. I'm rocking with it. At least try it first. Well, dude, is it a 20? It's giving no motion. Jesus, man. Let me. Okay, here. Is it a 2022 theme? Because if so, it's not like it's gonna look like shit. I'm just saying, dog. I know you sent a link, but I'm just gonna do it in here. This one? This shit? Oh, I spelled it wrong, actually. Never mind. Would it pop up if I do that? Bro's bad at spelling. Yeah, this one. I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna be it's gonna be a 2022 theme. Modern version. Oh, okay. They actually do have a palette for 2026. Fuck yeah. Okay, but then I gotta close Visual Studio and all that shit. Idiot. I know, right? Then I gotta close it and everything, bro. Jesus. I don't know. Let's take a little break. I don't know. Let me shut that down so I can actually see it. See what it looks like. Jesus. Has everyone said hi to Snorlax, by the way? I would hope you guys have. I know that IDK did. Apple did. I don't know if 9L did. Don't remember. Bro, I should low-key be an artist. Look at this shit, bro. Look at this masterpiece, bro. Does it look so good? Jeez. I'm actually Hemington. Thank you, Nino. Thank you. Thank you. I still actually have the Christmas Snorlax back here. It's on my bed. They both sit on my bed. The majority of the time, so yeah, but bro, it's kind of ass, I ain't gonna lie, but fuck it, it's all good. Yeah, but maybe like, I don't know, maybe like the progression stats can. No, that'd be kind of stupid. Maybe we just put like a character, like a function in character that actually just computes like, okay, this is how many skill points they need for the next, to get the next level up or whatever the fuck. And the level is going to be a little weird too. Like the level isn't actually just going to go up naturally. It's just going to go up depending on the skill points. So that's going to be a little different too. Yes, hello. What have you made so far? I say this every time, but a mess. I've made a mess, basically. Are you rage baiting me, SMH? What do you mean, bro? How am I rage baiting you? Oh, by showing you this shit? Okay, for some reason it's not able to actually modify Visual Studio right now. It's like stuck. Let me see if it actually did finish. I'm just gonna do it. Yeah, but I'll show you here in a second. Good to see you, by the way. Let me see if it actually. Okay, yeah, I did actually. Okay. Okay, I got the theme up for you. Hold on, gang. Yeah, I got the theme up there for you. Oh, I forgot. It's gonna. It's not. It's not showing. Right. Right. Stressed out. Stressed out. You installed the wrong extension. Shut the fuck up. I'm pretty sure I did. Right. Install the right one. There you go. This one? Is this the one you're referring to, gang? Windows moment? Shut the fuck up. Is this what you're referring to, though? This theme? Shit looks like ass, I'm not gonna lie. God, they're all like named after coffee. Gross. Jesus. No, it's not the one. Well, I have no idea, man. Maybe 2022 is different from 2026. I have no idea, bro. Anyways, yeah, maybe we just put like a function character that just calculates that for us, because I feel like it's not really going to be different. Stop, Plankton. I feel like it's not really going to be that different depending on the actual class. Like it's just all going to be the same. So it should just be a, you know, just a constant thing. So I think it was the first one. You picked the wrong extension. Bro, shut the fuck up, dude. I don't care. I picked the one that is for 2026. The only thing that matched the name. And so I picked it. I installed it. This is it, gang. This is the one. This is what popped up. If this isn't what yours looks like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Shit. Alright, but I guess we should go ahead and start actually working on this. Like the actual character class itself. And then maybe we can get kind of a better idea of how the progression stats will actually work. The first one is 2026. The second one isn't the real one. Dude. I'm not doing it again. Alright, so we have a name, spray, character stats. Is character stats supposed to be stored here? I thought it was like stored somewhere else. I don't really remember. Class type. We should probably have it also have a class type too. Where's that stored at? We're probably obviously going to change a lot of this too. Rarity. We'll probably store rarity. Oh, Jesus. Oh, we like fucked this entire thing. Oh, yeah, because the caps, yeah. That's right. Because we changed, or we got rid of how that kind of works. Wait, did we cap it like that? Oh, is this how we did it? What the fuck? I don't know, actually. Doesn't character stat return a reference? That's what I was like. That's what I was thinking about just now. I was like, what is this shit? Oh, I had AI do this. What even is this? I have no idea. I don't even think that's how we're supposed to do it. But you can obviously probably tell that everything else was written by me based on how stupid it looks. Yeah, I feel like it. What does it return? I think it is a reference. Class type. Oh, it's stored in class data. Jesus, this whole fucking thing is crazy. Yo, lagging's in, by the way. I'm lagging? Okay. looks pretty similar. O2. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think there's really a need to go to the other one. Not gonna lie to you, bro. All right. I didn't even notice how many viewers we actually had earlier, by the way. Yeah, apparently, like looking at my analytics, bro, we capped out at like what? What is that? 15? Not bad. Jesus. I mean, I'm not complaining. And look, your character database thingy, it returns a reference. Oh, I think you're right. Hold on. Like these return. Oh, these return the progression model. Wait, isn't there a function that wait? No. Well, this does act. Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, wait. No, no, you're right. Right, like in here. No, not in there. Not in there. Where is it? Is it here? It returns. Class data. Oh wait, I'm thinking of the wrong thing. What is class data? Oh yeah, so it returns a reference to class data, which class data I think is like a struct of yeah, it's a struct of class type and character stats. Okay, yeah. So it's a reference to class data, which is just a struct of those two things. Dude, O2, I'm not doing that shit, bro. I'm not. Shut the fuck up. I'm not. Jesus Christ. Let it go, bro. Alright. So, class type. Yeah, okay, yeah. So that's how we do it. We just do a reference to class data. Right. So, I guess we would instead store just a reference to class data, which holds the struct, I guess. I don't know if this is gonna work, to be honest. It may not, honestly. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't really tested it because I didn't have like any assets or anything like that. So, I mean, obviously you don't need assets to test it, but still, you know, I just haven't tested it yet, I guess. I can just maybe store class data. Oh, it doesn't understand what the fuck that is. Like, where is all that database stored? Do you initialize it anywhere? What, for the class database? I'm pretty sure it's just going to be used by this one function, get class data. And it references all of these different functions. And so this would actually be used like in the constructor or some shit of the character. Or like maybe not like that, but like when the character is actually created in some kind of way. So the constructor, all right. I think. Okay, I understand your structure. You seem to want a centralized place where things are referenced instead of data, which is fine, but you need to be careful with reference. Yeah, you think so? I don't know. I wanted to make it like a database structure, yeah, so that way everything would kind of just be here. But yeah, I mean, I could see why I would need to be careful about references. This definitely may not work. I think this has to be like this, doesn't it? Or are we already in class? We're not in class. We're in characters class. Oh, so we can just reference class, right? No? Whatever. Let's do all this bullshit. Does it not recognize that? Okay, yeah, it does. No, it doesn't. Yeah, I'm assuming it does know where it's at now. shit. What am I stupid? Oh wait, I. Jesus Christ, dude. I'm actually so stupid. Jesus. You know, I'm dumb. So I guess we can't actually do that. I'm actually have to store class data like an object. This is exactly how it works, kind of out of the box, kind of. We'll keep it like that for right now. There you go. I'll be back sometime. All right. Appreciate you coming by, Plankton. Have a good night, all right, bro? What the fuck am I listening to right now? Jesus. I gotta say, the Spotify like shuffle thing is like, just doesn't understand me. I guess. So, I don't think they're getting enough data on me. I need to give them more data. Alright, so class data. There was something else I was thinking of too. Oh yeah, the rarity. Character rarity. Yeah, because I don't want like the rarity to really be changed. We're gonna have to actually include that. Where's that from? Leveling, which is in systems. So we would do systems leveling rarity, which also probably needs to be capitalized. I'm not gonna lie, because everything else is capitalized. Yeah, that works. Does it not recognize that? Did we call it that, or did I just like spell it totally wrong? Oh, it's a capital E. Okay. Why is it a capital E? I feel like that makes no sense. Should be like that, I believe. Yeah, that makes more sense. This is fine, but the reference is on the wrong side. I also make the same mistake sometimes. Let me see this a long time. Reference is to the top right of the type. Top right? Oh, so you're saying it's like this? Like that? I always never know like where to put the references or like the pointers sometimes, I'll be honest. Not gonna lie. Like, I mean, I'm a student, obviously, so I fuck shit up sometimes, but I'm pretty sure that's right. Is that right? Is that the way to do it? Not at all. Not gonna lie, I haven't used C++ in a while. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Night Owl. I make mistakes like that all the fucking time. Alright, what else do we need? I guess we can just add shit when we start to need it. I don't know. So whenever the character is actually created, what do we need to pass in for that? I guess the type, the class type, and probably the rarity, if I had to guess, because the class type would be used to get the class data. Okay, this is actually making a little bit more sense now. Right? Yeah, class type. Okay, yeah, so we would need the class type for that. Although, the thing about rarity is that it's a little different. I guess these are just like the base stats. But we might, oh shit. We might actually want to change this because I feel like, because we have like a whole rarity system, Yeah, because we have like a whole rarity system, we might actually need to add like something for the rarity. Like, because we want the rarity to actually like do something, obviously, right? Fortunately, if you put a reference to set a class, it can't be moved. Because these semantics are terrible. Might need to be a plain pointer if you want to do more semantics at some point. Gotcha. I need to check my phone. I haven't looked at my phone in a fucking minute. How many subs we got right now? 674. Let's go. All right. Yeah, I feel like because I mean, how do we should probably define how we actually want rarity to work in the first place, because right now it's kind of just like a loose concept. We don't really, I mean, I think it kind of just, it does kind of make sense, like common sense wise, like it's probably edge case, I'm not sure, characters. But yeah, basically I think the rarity, the thing that I wanted to do is like, I kind of wanted to have different base stats. Basically, I just kind of want rarity to be a multiplier, essentially. So maybe what we can do is we can just times these stats by some kind of multiplier, something that's reasonable, of course. Is there any reason the base stat for Ranger is 90? Like, bro starts out with that with 90. Maybe like the accuracy is supposed to be like a really high stat. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be. Oh my god, bro, I haven't heard this fucking artist in so long. What y'all know about Tay-K, bro? Jesus Christ. All right, anyways. Yeah, I feel like maybe just multiplying it by some kind of, like, by the rarity, because I guess the rarity, what it could be is just a multiplier. So like common could just be like 1. Uncommon can be like something else. But it would need to be a reasonable enough multiplier, because then like as the points are added as well, I'd need to use the multiplier too. I don't know, what's a good value for that? I don't know, let me go back to rarity. Probably need to actually define what these are. So we could do like common equals 1, some shit like that. We could do like uncommon equals the only thing is that it's gonna be a little weird. Like, I don't know, what are some good values? Let me ask the man himself, ChatGPT. Yeah, we have common, uncommon. We have rare. We have epic. I think. Do we have one called epic? Yeah, epic. I might rename that. I just don't like the name epic. I don't know why, but it's like, you know, it's so like widely known, kind of. Legendary. Let me see what it gives me. Yeah, so we could do like 1, 2, 5. Okay, I mean, I guess those are fine. I mean, I'll just go based on that. So yeah, the uncommon could just be like 1.25. So I need to define that it's actually a float. Acquire type int. Why does it have to be an int? Is there a reason it has to be an int? Wait, can you not do floats in here? Wait, what? Is it because of this? No? No, you deadass just can't do flux. What the fuck? Wait, am I stupid? Damn, it's only ints. Huh. I didn't know that. What the fuck? Like, actually? It's just a word replacing. I'm not sure by hand. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know. It's just. Damn, it would have been nice. Fuck. That kind of. Because I don't want like the stats to be like ×2, ×3. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's kind of like overkill. Because like that'll be like you'll have like drastically different stats. If that's the case. Which I mean, I guess we could do, but I don't know if I actually really want to do that. What's the best way to do this then? I don't know. There's a neat trick. You can use the num to index an array. Oh. That is a neat trick. I'd actually be kind of down with that. Let me try that. Fuck it. I have no idea what else we could do. So we could just like reference. I like that. To 3 faux. So we do that, and then I guess we could just store the array in here, yeah? Did I spell array wrong? Jesus. I guess 5. Makes most sense. Rarity array. I don't know. And then yeah, then we could just do the specific values. Then I guess would make the most sense. This is the most wait, what? Make the last value rarity max, then rarity max is the size of your array. It's the most efficient approach. Also avoids making. You don't need to set the numbers explicitly. It's already sending. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm kind of stupid. I don't know. You said that, and I was like, oh, perfect. That's great. I don't know. My fault. A little bit of a brain hiccup there. You said do max, like do make the last value rarity max. And that would just be the size of my array? I mean, why do we, I guess, need the... I'm a little confused by that. It's probably explicitly defined that it's a float. Although I think this takes care of that, but I'm just going to do it anyways. What was the other value? No, actually, I need to get the list of the values again. Yeah, 1.6, 2.2, 3.2. 0.6, 2.2, 3.2. Then when you modify it, rarity max also update the highest value because it is ascending by default. Okay. You're saying like up here we put it? Oh, so then if we change it, this automatically changes itself. I see what you're doing. I guess I do see what you're doing, right? Well, okay, we need to reference rarity. Is this kind of what you're referring to? Wait, oh shit, that's stupid. Wait, am I stupid? Oh, because it's not size T. Can we just explicitly like static type that or some shit? Yeah. That's what you're doing. Might need to cast it in. Yeah, okay, we can do that. Wait, cast this to end. Why don't we just? Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, so I guess we just cast it in. How do you? I forget because I never like statically cast stuff all that much. Yeah, static cast int, and then the expression. Bless me. Sorry. So, but this one would need to be int. This would need to be size t. So can we statically? So you mean like statically cast it to size t? Can we even do that? Oh my god, we're cooking. Oh my god, we're actually cooking. All right. 2.2, 3.2, right? So it would be, what's going on? Let's put a declaration. What? Sorry, I'm lost. But we don't need to put that there. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, so 1 is common. 1.25 is, we probably add like comments or some shit. Yeah, that would actually probably be good for readability. I'm trying to do better on my readability. After that text-based RPG, bro, holy fuck. Common. Perfect. All right, yeah. All right, bet. This is good. Thank you, Nato. I appreciate you. Appreciate it. Cause now we whipping it up. All right. So we were doing this for what? Right. Okay. Yeah. So for the character constructor, yeah, we would have to pass in the type, like the class type, like a specific class type. Which also we'll have to like build like some kind of system, because the way that I was, because it's a her file, I would mark it. Oh. What, this? Like the array itself? Wait, where am I supposed to put it? Oh, that's also just not how you spell it. Okay. Jesus. Yeah, the array. Okay. Sorry, I'm a bit, a bit slow. I'm good though. Yeah, so we would need to pass in the class type. But I'm pretty sure we still have access to, yeah? Rarity, stats, sprite. We may not actually. Wait, where do we define class type at? It's not here, obviously. Okay, so class data. Okay, yeah, so we do have access to it. So class type. I mean, what else do we need to pass in? Makes global variables weird. If you put in a header file every see if by default could start calling infinite. Interesting, interesting. I'm really excited to get that book when it comes in, because there's a lot of shit about C++ that is like so weird that I just haven't haven't understood yet. So I'm excited to actually kind of look into that a little bit more. Trying to think. Sorry, I keep getting text. What else would need to be classed in for the constructor? Are you coding? Yes, I am indeed coding. What's up, Tofu? The Lofu? God damn, that is so hard. That is tough. How do you know? How do I know? Like, how do I know if I'm coding? Inline on a global variable focuses that one of it. It's very useful if you know global variables. Yeah, how do you know that you're coding? Because it's in front of me? I I don't know, gang. Like, it's right here. I'm trying to figure out what else needs to be passed into this constructor for us to actually be able to make a character. I think we need rarity, right? Wait, I don't think we need class type. No, wait, we do need class type, but we also do need rarity as well. E-rarity. Let's say character rarity. Probably need a destructor too, I'll be honest. What else though? Stats is taken care of by the class type. The sprite? Maybe? The thing is, I think like the class though, it's probably just gonna be the same sprite depending on the class. So the class would actually probably define. A good point. Are you a pro coder? No. I am a student in college. Tofu. Student in college. Broke student in college, might I add. So, student. Yes, student. Indeed. Oh, fuck. You can probably tell by some of this stuff. You're learning well? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you kind of got to learn. You're going to learn something if you decide, okay, I'm going to make this project that I'm probably not good enough to actually make yet. And on top of that, I'm going to do it in front of people. So it kind of makes you a little bit, honestly, it kind of made me better over the time that I've been streaming. I've been streaming for maybe like, I don't know, since October, late October. So like really more so just since like the beginning of November. So, but yeah, I would say that I've been learning well. And then of course, like, school and work, all that kind of stuff, also adds to it. What else do we, oh, the name. It's probably a good idea. Probably a good idea. I think that actually needs to be a reference though, I believe. Because passing in a string is pretty expensive. Very nice. Thank you, Tofu. Thank you. What about you, Tofu? Are you a pro coder? Could you school me? I'm gonna actually just start writing shit. So that way I kind of have an understanding. So let's type. Rarity. Character rarity. And then like if I really have the key. So I feel like we're probably definitely gonna have some values that would be like kind of default. Although I can't really think of what it would be. I feel like I'm pretty sure all of these depend on these parameters, so I feel like actually, maybe not. I try to be a pro coder. Same here, bro. Same here. Same here. What do you, are you like a student? Like, what's like your, you know what I'm saying? Your skill level. What'd you say? O2? What's your opinion on the borrow checker? I have no idea, dude. Oh, are you talking about in Rust? They pay me to do software dev. Oh, really? You get paid? Don't listen to the Rust devs. Don't listen to the Rust devs. That's funny. Yeah, I got some Rust devs in my I got some Rust devs in my YouTube chat. Rust is great, but the devs are crazy. I would probably agree with you on that point. Yeah, that's so true. Very crazy. He's talking about you, O2, in case you were wondering. Yeah, I feel like nothing's really going to be default, like nothing's going to be set default for a character, not that I can think of. I mean, no, I don't think so. Well, shit, I'm kind of stupid. Wait, am I tripping? Did I forget how syntax looks? Wait, what? This is not a good look on my part. Did I forget what the fuck just happened? Hold on, chat. Sorry, I haven't like I've rarely been touching C++ lately. Oh my god. What is this? I didn't type in C++, so I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. What? Wait, am I stupid? What'd you say, Tofu? But let him code his C++. A student, he doesn't need to develop opinions about ownership models and borrow checkers yet. Well, I mean, it's good to learn though, I guess. But I mean, I don't know. There's not a lot of stuff I really intend to use Rust for, so I kind of just been taking it slow. But I have been reading up on Rust a little bit lately. And it seems to be a really cool language. It seems really really nice. So I do like it so far. A little confused as to how I'm doing this wrong though. For class sprite? Oh, there's no default constructor for class sprite. So do we need to pass in sprite? Wait, sprite doesn't have a default constructor? Yeah, it does. What you talking about? What? I guess because whatever we create. Gotcha. Where's this best appreciated when you understand the foundation of where it got its inspiration from? For example, most Rust devs don't even know where the Hindley-Milner type system came from. So that's why I wouldn't worry about it right now. All right, Tofu. All right. You seem to know your shit. You seem to know your shit. So you are a pro coder. Okay. You are a pro coder. I'm definitely not. Unfortunately. I'm gonna get there though. Recruiter with heavy imposter syndrome. I feel like everyone who works like in software development or like whatever, they just always think that, you know, they always have like that imposter syndrome, you know what I'm talking about, bro? They always have that. So jeez. I mean shit, I have a job. Like technically I get paid to code too. Although it's like part-time work and I get paid like hourly. So it's not like, you know, an actual like full on. I'm not like a full-time dev yet because I'm still in school, but you know, you're a pro coder too. I don't know about that. I'm better at backend though. This probably isn't an example of my best work. I'm better at like writing like automation things or like you know, anything for like a backend basically. I'm decent at firmware. I've been a pro dev for about 10 years. Damn. So you are a pro dev. I see. You said what? Bro, you said job. Why'd you censor job? Bro, I don't know shit about firmware. Yeah, I made like a door sensor in C. I don't know if I still have it. In this big ass fucking box. But yeah, I used like a ESP32 and wrote like a backend. Little bro, shut up. You know, backend in Rust is actually not bad though. Like the project that I was working on with Rust, I was writing like backend with it, and it's actually not bad. It's actually kind of sick. But I don't know if I don't think it'd be my first choice for backend though. But I mean, it was good though. It was good. So, but yeah, I made like a little door sensor. It wasn't much. It just like, you know, it would get like a detection, and then it would send you information because it has like built-in Wi-Fi or like a built-in Wi-Fi module or something, and so it could like send you. I wanted it to like send me like a text whenever like it detected something, but I stopped after it just kind of was able to send it to my other laptop, I guess. So once I got to that point, I was like, all right, like now I could just like make it look good. But that's usually where I stop because I really don't like front end, I'll be honest. You just have got to use JavaScript as your back end. Bro, what do you... I have streamed a project and I used Python. Which, I mean, may not be the best either, but like, shit, I don't know. What's wrong with JavaScript? I mean, there's a lot wrong with JavaScript, but... I mean, I've used Node for the backend, yeah. Or who cares about what language? That's what I'm saying, Tofu. I fuck with you, Tofu. I fuck with you. Who cares about language? Person talking like he just graduated college. It's funny. What was I even doing? Oh yeah, so we need to be able to have enough information to actually be able to construct the sprite. Actually, what is actually the method for constructing the sprite? Because what I'm really worried about is like, where the fuck do we get texture path, frame width, and frame height? Like, how do we automate it like that? Not really sure. Just because you use Python doesn't mean you can't use JavaScript. Well, yeah, no shit. But like, I mean, I don't know. I've used Node and backend before. I've used Express. That's actually how I learned backend, was I learned it from Express. Because the thing is, a lot of people are coming from like, you know, like if you're learning like full stack, most of the time you learn like front end first, you know, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, all that kind of shit. And then you go to backend. And a lot of people just like to be like, okay, well, I already know JavaScript, so let me just use Node. Let me just use Express. So, I mean, that's how I learned. But I mean, obviously, I don't use it. I mean, I don't use Node anymore unless I have to. But I don't know. Yeah, so where the fuck would we even get this shit at? Texture path. So we might actually have to define how that logic's going to work first before we can kind of continue with the constructor. Because I mean, that is true. We would need this. And I guess we could just go ahead and set the name to this as well. Doesn't really make much sense for us to worry about doing anything else. So we can do. Wait, am I typing that in wrong? That should be right, unless it's. Oh no, it's just S name. Okay. Sure, dude. All right, that's fine. And then I think we indent these. I don't remember. Try to make it readable as well. Oh. I need to make sure that I. Wait, hold on. Sorry, I'm not getting like a lot of notifications from Twitch. Thank you for the follow, Tofu, by the way. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't see that. Zen crashed my. Alright, yeah, so we still need to define sprite. There is a default constructor for sprite, but I guess maybe we can define that from class type, because I mean, if the sprite is going to be the same, but it's just obviously going to depend on the class type specifically, then perhaps what we can do is just have some kind of functionality to get it from class type. That actually might be, yeah, that actually might be the way to do it. So I think we need to change sprite now that I think about it. So maybe we don't even have to pass anything in. Yeah, probably not actually. And it would just instead, oh, I need to free up space on my computer. And instead we would find the frame width, frame height. These can remain like this. Fuck, what did I just do? God damn it. I'm good, bro. My build failed. Fuck. Because I don't have like anything defined yet for it. Do you have an architecture in mind with your game loop, or whatever feels natural? Yeah, somewhat. I mean, I can explain the project to you a little bit. Basically, I want it to be kind of like an arena fighter kind of thing, where like you have like a team of like characters, and these characters are like, you could think of it kind of similar to Pokemon a little bit. Like you can collect, or like, you know, like maybe like we could do like a pack system, where like you rip open a pack and you get like a character, like a new character. It's got like a rarity type as well. Like every character has like a rarity type. And yeah, like it changes kind of like their stats or anything. But anyways, yeah, it's like a tactical RPG. You versus like another team. And I was wanting to do it kind of like in a competitive kind of theme, where like you fight against like other like AI or like, you know, like NPC. Sorry, I got like hiccups right now. Other like NPC teams kind of thing. And you like, I don't know, climb like a ladder, or like, I don't know. I wanted to build something with like, isn't that just gambling? Yeah, basically. It's like RPG, kind of like Final Fantasy type. Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. What do you mean by yeah, Final Fantasy Tactics. Basically. Gotcha, cool. Sounds fun. Yeah, it's like, I wanted to build something that I felt like I could do, as well as something that could have some kind of like replayability to it, and offer like some kind of expansion as well, a little bit. I don't know. So I on YouTube I streamed me building a text-based RPG and a little bit of like a 2D platformer and some other stuff too. I'm just now starting to stream on Twitch, so that's why like I have like no VODs. But anyways, that's kind of the main idea. Jeez, what the fuck is this? I know what this is. Yeah, I definitely don't have like the best solutions for things. Like for instance, this is like a database that just holds all of the like base stats. And this probably isn't the best way to do this. But fuck it. It's fine. What'd you say? Maybe you should automate calculating how much time you spent typing versus yapping. Let's see the get status. It's been 2 hours. Bro, I told you, or I said at the very beginning of the stream, and why is your other chat so mean? It's that one guy. That one guy's mean. Everyone else in the other chat is great. Did you write that? Are you referring to this? Are you referring to this? Because if you are, no. And it's probably pretty obvious that I didn't actually write it. I mean, all that I said was like, okay, like write me a switch case statement for this file. No, not that file. For, what the fuck is it? It's got like the build, you know, like Ranger progression and shit. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, it's up here. Yeah, I did write this, but then I was like, okay, write like one function that can get the actual correct progression model. And then boom. Who's that one guy? I'm not trying to be mean. Not you, IDK. He's not talking about you. Or they're not talking about you. IDK is the coolest chatter I probably got on YouTube. IDK is here all the time. Pretty sure Tofu's talking about can you give username just in case? Yeah. What are you referring to, Tofu? If I had to guess, it's probably the other chatter, the only other chatter. The other chatter, yeah, okay. Yeah, Tofu is probably referring to O2. Thank you, Soul. Of course. Yeah, IDK always like, IDK is always pretty cool. IDK, Night Owl. Night Owl is really cool. I got some good chatters, I really do. O2 is just like, he's kind of like a rage baiter, kind of, I guess. I don't know. But he really does know a lot though. O2 is actually a really good programmer though. So makes sense. All right. Kind of got off track. I don't remember what the fuck I was doing. Sprite, right? Okay, yeah. So we need to define this a little bit better. So in this constructor, we need to take the class type and then reference the actual. We need to reference the actual sprite, the actual like asset, like where it's at, like texture path, all that kind of stuff. So, and that one guy that tells you to rewrite everything in Vulkan. Let the record reflect I'm not the one who said I was good. Oh yeah, O2 is very skilled though. O2 is very skilled. Yeah. He probably doesn't have to say it because he just knows it. Yeah, rewrite everything in Vulkan. God. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we probably have to write the logic for that. Let me text someone back really quick. But Tofu, you're also really cool, so I do appreciate you. Probably the first nice chatter I've gotten on Twitch, if I'm being honest. Every rage baiter is skilled. I can't lie. On God, though. On God. Rage baiting is an art. It is an art. It is an art. Rage baiting is quite an art. It's one that I don't have, but you know, it's not one that I'm very skilled at. Jeez. Getting fucking tired, bro. Twitch username? What? Oh, mine? I put it in the Discord, but it's Solbyte with a what's it called? No fucking way, I don't know what it's called. Oh my god, what is it called? I know what it's called. Underscore. With an underscore. Jesus Christ. I forgot what an underscore was. Oh, I found it. Okay, but preach. Yeah, I used to stream underscore. Yeah, sorry, Tofu. I'm failing you. I don't know what underscore is called. I actually used to stream I used to stream chess, believe it or not. Like in 2023 when chess was like really popping off, I streamed chess. Failing me? No, all good. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, I used to stream chess, believe it or not. I'm not great at chess. I just, am. Thanks, Owl Man, for the follow. Appreciate you. If I had to guess, that's probably IDK. IDK, is that you? But yeah. So, what's like the best way to do this? Like, my intuition is automatically like, okay, switch case statement. But I feel like maybe that's not needed. Maybe we can do something better. Follower for that is on YouTube because I don't have Twitch. I'm on guest. Oh, do what? Describe the problem. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll describe the problem really quick. Sorry, I'm not very good at articulating what I'm thinking at the time. So basically, I want to work on the character constructor, but I did also realize that there is no sprite constructor. But a character does have a sprite. So I would figure that it's probably wait. No, maybe not though, actually. Maybe instead well, because we're already doing the check inside of character because we're getting the class type. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling again. Basically, yeah, I'm trying to take the class type and determine, okay, what should the sprite be? You know what I mean? So, what the sprite should be. I, um, I figure it actually might be alright to do that inside the character constructor. I don't see why not. Because that seems kind of stupid to, I mean, maybe not. I was thinking maybe, okay, we can just do it like in the sprite constructor and get the texture path and actually load the texture, but I guess it would, fuck, actually. I want to do inside the character constructor, it's totally valid though. Well, I feel like maybe not either. Wait, what graphics API are you using? Raylib. Raylib. Yeah, I'm thinking of going from Raylib to Vulkan. Just the biggest jump of all time. I'm obviously kidding. We'll probably do OpenGL next, but uh, right now we're just sticking to Raylib because I wanted to build something that's actually finished, and that's kind of what this project is supposed to be—an actual finished game with a good game loop, not just like a test project like I've done mostly at this point. So typically when you have variants, you want to store as much data about those variants in their own loop as much as possible. This allows it to scale a bit easier. Yeah, you're probably right. We'll do it probably in the sprite constructor. And then yeah, then we can just construct the sprite using the class the class name. So really what we might need to do is we might just need to pass in class type. So that we can actually get the, yeah, that would make sense. Where's class type stored? I swear to God, I need to like separate that shit. I feel like class data. Yeah, class data. It's because class type and class data, anyways. I should probably separate that maybe later. Yeah. Oh, we just need to reference class, I think. No? Yeah, fuck it. Who cares? Okay, class data. We'll just pass in class type. Class type. Yeah. Then we can maybe, my automatic idea is, you know, oh, you want to do it in the sprite constructor either. You're mixing concerns if you do. Where should I do it? I mean, maybe it should it just be like its own like standalone, like just as local as possible. What emoji is that, gang? Were you guys able to see that on YouTube? The emoji that he used. It's like a Twitch emoji. They have like different emojis on Twitch. Relive the Vulcan is fire. I'm telling you, top 10 beginner graphics rounds. I never skill though. I did that for one project and it backfired terribly. Just skill according to your project scope. Yeah, the project scope isn't too big. I just want to have like a replayable game. Your sprite constructor should only take in a path or the actual bitmap data. So sprite. Ah, okay. So we should probably have something that, like a function that actually decides what the sprite or the texture path first. Okay. Okay, I kind of see what you're saying. So your class database should hold the path to the image. Ah, that's good. That's good. Class data sheet should have this info. Okay, okay, you're cooking, Tofu. Damn. Okay, I'm getting it. In class database. Yeah, so whenever we like return the class data, because it also just returned that as well, we can construct the sprite for it as well. I mean, I will be honest, the class database is kind of messy, but I do understand what you mean. Class data sprite. Maybe we should return. Should the sprite be in class data? Now that I think about it, because it kind of is something that would match up with the class, like with the class specifically. It's okay to put the sprite in the class data. Yeah, okay, yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking. Just because it is kind of a class data thing, I guess. So we can just do that instead. Put Geometry Dash music as your background, especially the one from Slaughterhouse. Just trust me. I don't know, bro. I don't know about that. Is my music still playing? It is not still playing. What the fuck? You guys didn't tell me. I mean, the path to the sprite should be in the class data. Oh, the... Oh, okay. All right. No, I see what you mean. Yeah, so we could do... what's that type? Just a string, I think. Okay, with my toolie, what do you do? Am I stupid? Yeah, I am. Wait, do we even store it anywhere? Texture path is a string, so it would just be a string. It would. All right, we can do that then. Stats H, I think, should already be string. No, I don't think it does actually. Yeah, I don't know much. Yeah. String. Should it be like a reference to a string? Because strings are kind of expensive. Helps you program faster. What Geometry Dash music does? What are you talking about? I feel like that would make me program, I think, expensive in this case because you aren't constantly rebuilding them. Oh, okay. Okay, so we're probably good then. Sprite path. Yeah, that works. Okay, so now that's in there. Excuse me. So in the class database, I mean, we're already doing this, so I feel like we could just pass it in here. I don't think it needs to be here because all these are really for is just getting the class data specifically. So so that doesn't really need to be up here. Yeah, that's just specifically class data. Well, wait, no, I'm stupid because class data is okay. Sorry, I totally forgot we just put the texture path or the sprite path in class data. So we can just we can just do it here too then, I guess. You know, that's fine. What's the best way to like figure out what the actual file path is? I guess I could go to my files, but it's kind of weird. What does the E and E class type stand for? Just enumeration. E type should be E kind. E kind. Shut the fuck up. I have no idea what that means. What is that? Just like a more like a better way of doing it? Fuck. Where's the I totally forgot where I keep these out. Okay, it's here. Yeah, I found it. So I don't know, what's like the easiest way to get like a file path? Hold shift right click the file and select copy as path. Okay, I can do that. Listening to really loud classical music. So hashtag Solbyte learns Rust. What the fuck? So now you both want me to learn Rust? Shift right click, hold shift and right click on the file folder, and select copy as path. That did not pop up for me. Maybe it's just like, is it just like right click? Maybe now that it's like this. No, I don't see it. Maybe it's because I'm still on Windows 10. No, we're gonna copy and paste icon. I mean, I guess I could just do it that way. But then again, it's like, it's kind of weird. Whatever. What mage do I want? Well, let's just do like the Vanguard first. I guess that kind of makes sense. Yeah, so it'd be like this one. Should rice your windows, people. Done that. Stream would go hard. Rice my windows. What? The fuck are you talking about, bro? So we would add database stats. Is that what it's actually referred to in there? Look at that. Beautiful. Arena. Isn't that sick? Damn. I'm just so good at directories. 16. my setup. Guess how Windows and escape paths. Oh, really? Gotcha. Yeah, I can do that. I guess because like, also it is in the editor. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I don't know if like it, would be weird for that. I know I'm doing this like in the most inefficient way possible, but 16. So then we do this. Doesn't that just look beautiful? Path hard coding. I mean, it's not really gonna change. I mean, I don't think it really matters. Like, it's not necessarily gonna change. What, should I get the correct path first? Yeah, using full path instead of relative path. Just do relative paths. Oh yeah, you're right. I should just do like, just do like this, right? Hold on, where the fuck is it? Can I even do that? Confused. It matters. I don't worry about it right now. I get to work first. I do actually want to see that. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I can just do a relative path. Yeah, okay. So yeah, you can just use like the current directory. We can just do that then. So I could technically do this. We're in characters right now. Although the only issue is I don't think it would be in source. Is that the way it works? Hold on. Oh, okay, so source is actually accessible though. Well, I mean, we wouldn't use source, it'd be assets. Yeah, this is way easier than I was thinking. All right, maybe that works, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. Be wrong, but I believe it is relative to whenever you run the binary executable. Because everyone has, not everyone has. Oh yeah. Wait, then, okay, then what the fuck are we supposed to... Okay, then I'm confused what you mean by relative paths in that case. If I can't do it like this, I mean, this is not just a relative path. Right, yeah, but does it change? Like if someone else downloaded it? Oh, you're talking about the absolute path IDK, okay. Duh. That makes sense. Alright. Sorry, I'm a little slow. Alright. I'm gonna copy this. Is this a night? Why do they have it split up like this? What the fuck? Yeah, they have it like split up really weird. I mean, it's fine, but let's this is kind of weird. The way this is set up. When this word's loaded, a compile time back to the binary. I think I might actually call it a night. I'm a little confused as far as how this whole file structure is. And I may need to like adjust this now that I think about it. Because I'm not sure. Yeah, because like, ugh, why do they do it like this? I don't understand that. I don't know. I'll figure something out. We're gonna call it a night though. I ain't gonna lie. I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. Not too bad. How many views on YouTube do I have from this stream? I feel like we've had a decent amount of viewers come in. Yeah, 289. Not bad. Not bad. Probably because it's Saturday. So, kind of makes sense. Alright, chat. Oh, why did I do it like this? I forgot that I did this. Let me just put this here. Make it like normal. Alright, guys. I think I need to kind of maybe like write out what I actually want the architecture to look like a little bit more. And I probably need to also adjust the probably also need to adjust some of the way that the assets are set up, because I don't know, like it's like set up weird. It's like set up differently depending on like if it's like in combat or if it's like still, or if it's like idle. I don't know, some shit like that. So might have to change it up, but you could try. I'll look into that. I mean, I'll see if maybe that's a better route to go about. I'm not really too sure, but all right, chat. Say goodnight to Snorlax, if you don't mind. All right, very important that you guys do that. A lot of people came in to this stream. Probably a bad stream for a lot of people to come into. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I kind of spent the whole fucking time not really knowing what I was doing, but yes, Snorlax. Good to see you, Tofu, by the way. Appreciate the support. Thank you for the help. Sorry, I'm a bit, you know, not probably doing everything as I should be, but we're learning, and that's what it matters. You just print the pixels as C code. Interesting. Yeah, I could look into it for sure. All right, guys. Have a good night. All right, stay safe. All right, don't party too hard tonight. I know it's Saturday, but okay, do something. Let's go coding. I was about to end stream, Max. What are you talking about? I just spent the whole like last 2.5 hours coding and not doing it well. I'll tell you that. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I should have done? I should have like coded like a Pokemon clone. Then we could put Snorlax on there. But then again, I'd probably get copyrighted. So, you know how Nintendo is. Oh. Damn, I haven't like stretched in over an hour. Jesus. Alright, guys. I'll be streaming probably Monday night. Alright, so stick around for that. Alright, guys. Appreciate the support. Alright. See you guys Monday. Set your calendars. All right. And yeah, I'll see you guys. Y'all have a good night. Oh fuck, Danny just got in here. What the hell? Lil bro is alive. Yeah, Lil bro is alive. I was just about to hit the end stream button, then I saw Danny's chat come up. What's up, Danny? I gotta say hello to you before I end stream. I am alive, Danny. I am alive. Yeah. School's just very busy this time of year, so I can't stream a ton, unfortunately, bro. So good to see you though, Danny. Good to see you though. Just spent like past like 2.5 hours just staring at code, not really knowing what the fuck it does. So that has been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun, to be honest. So, all right, guys, have a good night.